Welcome to NBA Corner. Your host here, Coltonmolesky, bringing you the content you need for the sport you love. Talking about Carmelo Anthony and where he should go, not where he will end up, as well as the Timberwolves Summer League and what you can tell about their future from this Summer League. But first, Isaiah Thomas is headed to the Denver Nuggets. That's right, Mr. Fourth Quarter, the man who thought they were going to be backing up the Brinks truck for his next contract in Boston, is going to be in the Mile High City, and he's only getting paid $2 million for the next year on a one-year deal with the Nuggets. Now, this is a team that desperately needed some point guard depth, and you get veteran point guard depth from Isaiah Thomas on this roster, as well as some really nice clutch shooting. Remember, it was only 2 years ago that he was averaging 10 points in the fourth quarter of regular season games. Now, whether the locker room issues, whether the hip is all the way healthy, these are some stuff that's going to have to work itself out through the regular season with the Denver Nuggets. But it is good to see a guy who has ground out so much basketball and started out as a guy who came in as the very last pick on the NBA draft with the Sacramento Kings. It's good to see him get another contract and get another chance in the NBA. The grinder gets another shot at being an NBA player. We'll see how it goes for Denver. Moving on to Carmelo Anthony. He is no longer a part of the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm sure all of you have seen that, and you've seen the rumors about if he should or if he will go to Houston and play with the Rockets and how he'll fit there. Going to take a left turn from that conversation and talk about where he should end up, where the best fit for him would be and his playing style, and that would be the Miami Heat. I really believe that a man who averaged 15 shots per game last season, which by the way was his lowest shot attempt total of his career. I think that he'll be in a better spot in Miami, a place where they're trying to develop young defensive talent as opposed to young offensive talent. A guy who can go in, take a lot of shots, run the offense through him in a place where nobody averaged 15 shots per game is going to be the best spot for him. You can develop your defensive talent while he is giving you the maximum offensive talent that you need for this roster to grow. And it's only a one-year deal, so not too much risk involved. Moving on to hometown hits, where we talk about the hometown Minnesota Timberwolves. They're just getting off of their summer league action. And obviously everybody's going to be talking about Josh Okogie, the 20th pick for the Timberwolves. Or you have Keita Bates-Diop, the man who was Big Ten Player of the Year for Ohio State just a season ago. Those guys are the high-profile Timberwolves out of summer league. But somebody maybe you should be paying more attention to, I believe you should be paying more attention to him, is Jared Terrell, the Rhode Island product who was on the summer league roster for the Timberwolves, averaged 41% shooting from three-point land last year, but that's a stat that gets thrown around a lot. Why I think he'll be a good Timberwolf in the future, namely maybe not this year, but next year, the year after, why I think he'll be a really good piece for the Timberwolves, a really good stash and grab guy, is because of his 1.5 steals that he averaged last season. Career best for him in steals. I think that he's a great defensive piece that'll help stretch the floor just like Jamal Crawford did, but he won't add the defensive negative that Jamal Crawford had for this team. I think that he's going to be a great guy that comes out of nowhere in the next couple of seasons as a great three-point shooting defensive threat for the Timberwolves. That's all we got today on NBA Corner. Tune in next time when we're talking about the best dunks for last season, as well as the guys who will surprise you on the Timberwolves roster, who were already on the roster last year going into this year. Thank you so much for tuning in to NBA Corner.